Hi there guys, so today I'm heading through to Driftland. It is the Retro Cars Round 2 Championship. So I'm heading down there today to take photos of that. I'll be in the track. And I thought I'd just bring you guys along. I mean, why not? There's no reason why not. So I'm in St Andrews just now. So I'm going to head back to Cooper, pick up my camera stuff, and then head to Lochgelly. Once again, as you've probably noticed, Lochgelly seems to be a common trend for me these days. So yeah, what we're going to head off probably just now, and I'll catch you in a bit. Peace. So I've just arrived at Driftland. Hope that time lapse works out. I've no idea. I just sort of set it up really quickly as I was leaving. But yeah, so yeah, we are here. I'm going to go for the media briefing as soon as I find everything I need. But yeah, so I'll see you in a little bit. Looks to be some nice cars here. I'm going to do a walk around as well, show you some of the cars that are kicking around. I'm going to get some photos of them in the pits and everything as well. Looks like they're just deciding on the route of the track just now. So, media briefing, and then once I've got all that sorted, I'll take you around the pits. So I shall catch you in a little bit. Peace. So guys, I've just had the media briefing and I'm heading out on track. Just the usual, you know. So I know what I'm doing. I'm just going to take you a quick run around the pits before they all head out, and then we'll get into it. Catch you later. So guys, I've been out for the first round. It's been okay. Really rainy here. Really wet track, so it's not exactly the best for obviously getting all the smoke and what I was hoping to get today. But I am absolutely soaked. I'm absolutely soaked. My feet are wringing wet, but it's a good laugh. Another few good photographers here as well. I'm going to link all their stuff below. That way you can see what they've been up to. You know, and it lets you just see some more images of the day. That's what it's all about. We're all here to do the same thing, and that's what it's all about. So I'm just in the car trying to heat up a wee bit before the qualifying. Pretty sure all the cars are going to qualify anyway, because there isn't as many cars as there was meant to be, unfortunately. But you never know, something mysterious might happen as these things do. I've got some video that you'll have seen. I've not really been focusing on the video, just for the fact that I've been focusing on getting the photos done. But yeah, I'm going to try and do some more video in this sort of setting part of it, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll catch up with you then. Catch you later, bye. So guys, as you've probably seen, I didn't take much video of the RDC. Shit happens, I suppose. It was absolute torrential rain. I was focusing on trying to do the photos of the day and completely pretty much forgot about the video. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to go through the photos. I've got them right in front of me. This is Rue's first time in seeing the photos as well, so we're going to go through them, show them to you. I took about 2,000 that day, 2,000 images. I think in the end I ended up with like 1,080 solid photos. Don't know how we're going to share them with you. Obviously there's a shit ton there, but we'll work something out. So here's the first one, just a average drift shot.
So yeah, I mean, what we've got these days is we've got quite a lot of influx in high-powered compacts. So the E36 Compact is quite a reliable little tool now at Driftland. Quite a lot of guys seem to be using it after seeing kind of SR20 powered, M3 powered. Seeing quite a lot these days of the compacts. Good power to weight ratio, a bit snappy. but if you can control them, they're all good. Very, very good and reliable cars, especially for an E36. The only problem that you do have is trying to get them to kind of go around. Once you master them, yeah, they're good. It's just learning how to control them, I suppose, being so snappy. Compare them to the likes of an MX-5, very, very short wheelbase. But yeah, good.
Actually, a bit of background about this photo. Literally, this was him coming round the track. I think his second run, smacked it right into the wall, whole front end, you'll see that later. Whole sort of passenger side, light gone, everything. It was just it was funny to watch, but it was such a shame. Good driver though, really good driver.
Guys, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm on Tinder, it's fine.
So this is the next photo. I absolutely love this photo.
Yeah, I mean, compact Kev, or not so compact anymore with his S14. Brilliant looking car. SR20 powered, good power within it. I believe it is still SR20 powered actually.
Not anymore, it's in bits now.
Well, some bits now.
It's lying in a garage at Driftland now, all in parts.
Yeah, I mean, compact Kev, or Kev K, absolutely spot on. Brilliant driver. You may recognise him from his M3 Compact. This is just a toy to him, as he says. He's still got his M3 Compact, and that is just merely a toy. It's phenomenal. I love it. It's just, it reminds you so much of Japan. It's so Japan. Just the way the body is, his styling, with massive, massive power. Great car.
I believe, or from what I've gathered roughly, this is one of the last photos taken of this car on a track, taken throughout the day. So I think about a week later it was stripped out for parts and the rest of it's lying in the garage. So yeah, I just love this photo. I always look at this one. Next one, we have a BMW E36 Touring. I mean, I just love this photo. If you go in here, you can just here you can see part of the tyre just coming off, and it's just, that thing is a sleeping beast. That funny story about that. Coming into I think it was the last 16, overdone it, and ended up having to pull the fire extinguisher under the bonnet. He thought it was on fire. So needless to say, that's a good day's work.
Well, I mean, it's interesting with that big spoiler, especially on the Touring. I mean, you've seen it on Callum Marshall's E36, the 1.5 GZ, or however you want to call it, the JZ E36. Josh Duff, again, has done the exact same. Numerous guys have tried it, and to see it on a Tourer, I didn't know how it would work, but it kind of pulls it off in a weird, obsessive manner where there's a lot of car where it shows you just, it's got obscene over fenders. I mean, it's got a D-Max front vent on the bonnet. Yeah, I mean, it just looks totally mental how he's done it, and you know what, fair play. I didn't know how it would look, but it does actually look pretty boss.
It looks fucking evil. I would want to come across that.
Right guys, I mean, just before we go on to the next one, yes or no? I'm kind of undecided. I'll leave it to you guys.
Don't leave it in the comments, don't fuel them. Again, this is retro as fuck. I love it. It was absolutely insane. That's a
V8 powered Dukes of Hazzard inspired AE86 Tourer. I mean, when you look at the kind of the power of them, guys, I've got water on my phone, just saying, that's what I'm up to, don't worry. It's PG here, it's PG. But yeah, I mean, Dukes of Hazzard inspired is absolutely phenomenal. When I seen that was going up to Driftland, I kind of went, yeah, that's pretty cool. Just all over, just, it's a cool car, and I mean, what more can you say about it? It just shows you what an E86 should look like.
Yeah. So next one.
So we've got kind of your standardised S14.
Yep.
Nicely sat with over fenders on the rear. Nice inspired paint job. I mean, certainly you don't really see very much with nice inspired paint jobs like that. Don't know who was peeping, but
no.
hey ho. Nice inspired, cheeky little intercooler hiding away there. So yeah, pretty cool.
Here we go.
So we've got our S13 next. Yeah, S13
Nice.
pop-up headlights. Again, very kind of standardised around the drift scene. Your S14s, S13s up to your S15s are quite common.
Great cars for drifting.
Yeah,
That's
great
what
cars
they're
when they
for.
work.
Aye.
A lot of guys will swear by SR20s, a lot won't. It's up to kind of preference, but well spec'd out SR20s seem to be doing well, or the more popular swap with the RB swaps. There again, S13, totally cool, nice cat on it. Looks like, what's that, D-Max on the front, D-Max splitter on the front, nice kind of skirts, and then it's got that nice little spoiler on the back which just adds to it. Absolutely beautiful car and lovely colour as well as the graphics work on it. Just shows you a lot of preps went into it from the Funk Motorsport guys, so great.
Yeah, we've just got a. This is. Oh, I can't even remember his name now. Amateur in the BDC. Great drifter. The colour just pops as well. I mean, I was going to oversaturate it a little bit just to show the colour, but you don't even have to. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Brilliant car.
Yeah, it's, what more can you say? And just a wee shot as he's coming over the end of the warm-up sessions. And again, just another one coming over the line. It's
nice angle on it, very nice angle, especially when you're coming over the line. Just shows that that person is fully committed to his line, fully committed to getting the maximum points, even though he's just coming over the finish line. He is saying, you know what guys, I'm committed to that run, I'm committed to that line, watch me as I keep going.
Yeah. And again, what could you say? It's
Now this is an interesting one. So an RX-8 you wouldn't actually find would be a very popular drift car. I mean, when you look at the likes of your RX-7s, even your RX-7, you don't really see very many of them in the kind of drifting world. The RX-8 was more shunned because of how shockingly bad the engine was. What a lot of guys are doing now is they're doing engine swaps on this. Now, I can't speak for this one, but I know there was an SR20 powered one not too long ago, around about last year, up for sale. That was based in Ireland. I don't know if this is the same one. Something tells me it may possibly be an SR20 inspired. I don't know if it's an RB or a JZ swap. There's been a lot of swaps on these. It seems to be quite popular now. I love it because it's modern. I mean, you don't have very modern cars these days in kind of the drifting scene. It's a lot more kind of your E36s right down to what your A86s, your S15s, S14s. I mean, if we look at Mark Huxley, I mean, look what he's done with the Corolla. Yeah, it's awesome.
and I mean, it's as well. It's the cockiness, you know, the guns to the camera. It's just showing like I'm here, right there. You know, it's just like
That
I've done it.
I mean, I've not actually noticed that. That is just like
That's just
that is just sheer cockiness,
and I love it. You know, drifting's all about cockiness. It's all about going out there and showing them what you've got, and this does it for me. It's just, I just like this photo as well. It's another one, you know, and there's another one slightly closer to as he's coming over. Still, you know,
he knew where the guys were that were
yeah.
taking the photos.
I think every single photo I got of this car, it was a pose to the camera or something, and that's just, I love it. It's great. It's why you want to go into the track and get these photos, because it's things like that are just set the photo off a little bit, and it makes it a little bit different to what you can get, you know, standing at the sidelines and that sort of thing. What else have we got?
So yeah, again, your S14.
S14, yeah.
Interesting enough, you can actually see quite a lot of the feature of that. So what we've got is a full front end, kind of strengthening bars all the way around with your intercooler setup. So he's taken a lot of time to prep this car. Quite a nice car actually, I must say, with all the time and prep that he's put into it. You know, drifting isn't just, you know, you kick the interior of a car well to death these days. It's actually, to mimic the words of Shane Lynch, it's going up to the next stage. I mean, you all have seen the BDC video where they want to take it that step further. Well, even the grassroots, from your RDC to your Drift Cup to your Scottish Drift Championship to your IDC, everybody seems to be stepping up their game. Everybody wants to take that next level. I mean, we had the likes of your Robbie Burgoyne. Now, Robbie Burgoyne, brilliant driver, followed him for years in the stock car racing, his whole family actually. And he went from, what, a 2.8 E36 Tourer now to a massively spec'd M3 compact, caged the whole lot. And it's not even an it's not, I don't even think it's an E36, I think it's a 46 M3.
I think it is.
Yeah, 46 M3 compact. I mean, that's obscene, absolutely obscene, and the car just goes. It just shows you the time. Now this
this is the moneymaker shot. Right, I was speaking to the guy before he went out, and my words were, that must have been fucking expensive. And his reply was, no. All the work done on this car was done by him and him alone. So there was no shops involved with this. It was his idea. This was... Now, I wanted to see this drift. It's such a short wheelbase car to try and control out there. I mean, it's shorter than a Miata, an MX-5. You know, and they're hard enough to try and drift at the best of times. So you'll testify to that.
So I mean, what you've got here, what you've got here is the shortest wheelbase possible in a car that shouldn't drift, in a car that shouldn't be on a drift track, that well possibly shouldn't even be on the road because of the age of the car.
Yeah.
And yet you've got it here with an inspired kind of Japan style with the logos and such. You've got the graphics on the side. I mean,
look how high up he's even sitting in there. Like, there's no way you can see over that wind strip fully, the sun strip fully. Like, that's just crazy. It's just, I just, every time this car came round, I must have just been shooting and shooting and shooting, because I just wanted at least one to work out, and this one is just everything.
And I mean, what you've got here is you've got, you know, short wheelbase, you've got nice small 13-14 inch wheels, bulky tyres as well, which is surprising how it's managing to go around, but it works. It so works, and it's ridiculous.
It just shows you as well, like, there's no limit to what you can do. It's just if you're willing to put in the time, the effort and the money, anything can really work. So yeah, this is the next one. So
again, S14, nice kind of colour scheme, different, fairly standard looking, but it works because it's a clean example. You know, if I wasn't wrong, you'd probably say that put your number plate lights back on, your number plates back on, put a couple of wheels on, and it'd be good to go.
This one, just another S13.
Well, I mean, you could actually say S13, S12. I'd probably say it's more than likely an S13 looking at it. Just a standardised S13, 180SX, so yeah, cool as it is. And then just some twinning going on here. So yeah, I mean, you've got, what, two S13s there, one kitted out, one not. Great looking cars. Yeah. Now this one, again, it's the same car, but I mainly put this in to show you how close I was to the track. So, for those that aren't photography minded, 50mm, they say, is about what your eye sees. And that's what I was at with this shot. So it just shows you how close I was willing to get these shots. And it just, yeah, it's... He was getting the shots, I was still in bed. Yeah, exactly. I was hungover. So, you know, it just shows you it's not as, you know, easy as most people make it out, or people think it is, to go out there and take photos in a track. And what they say is, he who dares wins. Yeah. I mean, we're not here in competition with anybody else. I mean, we're just here to show you guys what we like doing, which is taking photos, taking media, taking videos, going to all these different events and just chilling. It's... So, next one. Oh, we're going back the way. There we go. S13 again, just coming down, well, the straight at Driftland. If you've never been to Driftland, this is probably the corner at the end of this is the fastest corner on that track. Yeah, I mean, like, you're going over the crest. I mean, You can pick up some real speed. I mean, when I've been some E36s, I mean, you're looking at anything from 60 to 80 mile an hour, depending on the spec of it, the differential and such. So there is some real speed. And then to get around, you really need to commit yourself to the corner. You can't just half-arse it. You have to commit yourself. So that means running incredibly fast angle towards the wall, away from the wall. You have to flick it, and if you fuck it up, I mean, you're straight in that wall.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen many people do it.
I think on this day as well, coming down about halfway down, they had cones, 3 cones, so you couldn't get close to the wall. It was so you couldn't clutch kick it round, so you were actually having to use the e-brake, which was a challenge for most of the drivers. You know, it was they weren't expecting that on the track, and a lot of them had a bit of problem at the beginning to try and get used to it, but once they did, it was absolutely amazing. Again, you know, it's just an hour coming down, coming slightly closer into the corner there.
Peace, guys.
And yes, again, E36.
See, I like that colour. It's a nice colour. It's almost like a beige faded yellow.
Great colour. An absolute pain in the backside to try and photograph.
Yeah, it will be.
Any light that hits it just brings it straight back, but you know what? That's why I do what I do, and I like the challenge. Next, what do we have? Now E36. This one is nice. I really like this. You can see how quick and how it was going with the blur in the background. You know, pan and shot, lovely. Actually pin sharp, which I was really surprised about. But yeah,
guys, don't mind me. Just having my Union cigarette break. Keep me happy.
Just another one coming in at the corner. Absolutely beautiful. You know, these guys know what they're doing. What's next? There's that mean looking E36 Touring. Absolutely bossing it around that corner. I mean, that matte black finish is just something, you know. And there's another slightly closer.
Matte black makes it stealth, and I mean, stealth's good. Stealth looks awesome.
Black rims on it as well, just give it that extra mean look. What else we got? There we go. Just, you know, I just ran down as they were clearing some debris off the track, and you know, all the guys were up for a good laugh and, you know, just chilling. This is a great photo. It just, you know, it's like, just symbolises how great the drifters are. You know, they're there for a good time, and you're there to make their experience better, for them to relive it when they look at the photos. So, you know, fun things like this are a good laugh to do. So this is coming round the top of the track. Not a perfect photo, but you know, not everyone is. That's mainly the reason I've shown you this one, is it just shows not everything's perfect. Again, this is how close I was, right out as far as that lens could go at 50mm, and I probably could have touched that car if I'd reached out slightly. It's not in focus, and that's really why this one's in. It just shows you, like, no, not anyone can just jump, go, get what they need to get in a track and take photos, you know. It takes balls to have to stand there and think, is he going to crash into me? And you know, you're putting a lot of trust into these drivers as well. So yeah, there we go. There's Matthew Beasy Media taking some photos.
Beasy Media.
What a great guy.
He's a great guy. I mean, me and him used to hate each other, and we're now quite civil. So I was just saying on the car journey on the way up here.
But no, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Always looking out for you. And yeah, I think there's another one next to him. Yeah, just again, some shots for him. You know, he can use them at his own free will if he wants to. There we go. Just another one coming over the track, just at the right angle. A lot of running about trying to get these photos. You know, your different stations and having to try and jump between them, and but it's good fun. Not so great when it's raining and you're absolutely soaked, but ah well.
You win some, you lose some, I suppose.
Exactly. Again, I'm just going to quickly fire through these now. You know, all more or less you've seen most of the cars now. This was top 16. He just won the battle, giving it a wee celebration there. Just shows you as well, you know, not every car's clean. You know, this has obviously got some rust here and there, and it's dented, but you know what? It does the job, and it's the driver that makes the car.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could have the best car out there and still not be able to drift it. I mean, we done obviously our feature on Josh Duff, which you can see on our YouTube channel. Josh, no disrespect to the guy, he's not got the most spec car out there. He'll even say that himself. He's got an E36, a 16 valve 1.9, got a couple of lock mods and such on it, done a lot of weight loss on it, quite like me, do lose the weight to get it to go. But yeah, I mean, he's done very well, and as we just keep saying, I mean, if you're drifting, it's not about the car, it's about the driver, how you actually drive that car. And I mean, yeah, I mean, you might not have all the money in the world, but you are a talented drifter. It doesn't matter what you drive, it's how you drive it.
So next one, again, you know, this wee mad thing, just hurling up the straight before you come to the first corner. This was, where's this? This is, you're coming around to the end of the track here. But yeah, just another panning shot. Tapping the car, he's just won his battle as well. You know,
I mean,
that's different.
It's different. I mean, there's been a few Subarus at Driftland. I mean, Subarus aren't renowned for like their drifting skill, most notably because they are 4-wheel drive, or front wheel if you get the poverty spec ones. Not to kind of diss on anybody's poverty spec motors or such like that. But yeah, I mean, what you see here is you've got a clean kind of estate, Subaru estate. It's obviously had its modifications to blank off the front diffs, so you have got a rear wheel drive kind of Subaru here.
Nice car.
Yeah, and it's different to see. Different to see, guys. Different.
And he overcooked it. Ended up banking.
Yeah, so
strangely enough, he managed to get out this without having to get towed out, and he continued the run. So just shows you, balls out.
And now Jake is currently raging because someone has cut Jake's grass. Jake, sorry, but someone has cut your grass.
Again, E36. You know, this is what I was saying when he overcooked it, smacked the front end, a lot of damage. But you know what? That's drifting life for you.
And he got it back out and it's kept on going. I mean, yeah, that's what you want.
Oh, he didn't go back in. He just kept hooing it and hoping for the best. Next, some twinning.
Guy's just got a match on Tinder.
Right, okay. Try and do a video with him and he's fucking... Oh. Anyway, again, you know, I'm just going to fly through these. Nothing...
Interestingly enough, a lot of guys are now going E46 power. I mean, in the last photo there, E46. I mean, the E46 is now renowned as what everyone seems to be going for these days. I mean, you know, fair enough. I mean, it's evolution and all that. You need to look at evolution, and I think it's cool.
Yeah. So, you know, the track eventually dried out, and this was just smoking the place out. It was absolutely amazing. If the track had been a little bit drier, I think honestly he'd have gone through tyres like nothing on earth. But this just, you know, it's a nice photo. Again, some twinning going into the finish there. Just
now look at the proximity of that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what guys are beating on about these days, is proximity. Proximity is becoming everything that you need to do within the drifting scene. Proximity is what you want. You want someone to be close enough, guys. By the way, if you hear anything, it's just the heaters of the car that is steaming up a little bit. Proximity is near enough everything that you want these days. You want to be close enough to that guy. You want to be touching body panels. Shane Lynch put out on his BDC video, the promo video, it came out at the start of the year.
Yeah.
We want to see people going that extra bit to show a show for the guys. That is what we want.
And no disrespect to any of the guys that were drifting, but with the greasy track and that, it was extremely hard to get that close. But once it dried out, some of the drifting that was going on was absolutely amazing. There you go, smoking it up again. You can just see how much smoke is coming off those rear tyres there. Absolutely beautiful. What's next? You know, we've got IDC here. pretty sure Pro-Am, just hurling it up the place. Yeah.
I mean, what we'll be doing this year is when BDC and IDC come on, we will be there. I mean, we have got already plans for 2018, which will see us going to IDC, will see us going to different car events and such over the next course of the next few years. And it's great to see some of the guys making the travel over from Ireland to come over to Scotland. A lot of guys, I mean,
especially when this was, it was actually, the IDC was actually on over in Ireland, and he decided to come over with his friends and drift with them instead of compete. So that just shows you, you know, sometimes it's not all about the big competition. Sometimes it is about going, having a skid and having a laugh.
Aye, and I mean, that's what you want. That's what drifting's all about. I mean, we've had guys from Australia, America, we've had guys from Poland, we've had people from Germany, France, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern and Southern Ireland. We've had people who stay in the Shetland Islands. I mean, we've had a vast majority of people come to Driftland. Driftland is now known as the mecca of UK drifting because it was the first purpose-built drift track. I mean, yeah, you have Teesside, the Autodrome,
but it wasn't purpose-built for that.
No, and this is a revolution. I mean, you've now got guys over in New Zealand who are building a drift track just for themselves. So they're copying, not almost like copying, but they're almost like looking at what Driftland have done and said, you know what, they done it, we can do it.
Yeah. So here we go, going in. This was still the final 16. He knew he won the battle there and then. What more can you say? A little bit of showboating doesn't harm anyone. Quickly fire through these. Yeah, coming around the first corner, coming up the second last corner. You know, again, not. There we go. Just quickly fire through some of these. You know, and the thing is, win or lose, it's all about having fun. These guys, you know, they were literally nose to nose, just drifting around, doing donuts right in front of each other, having a bit of a laugh after they knew who'd won, and it was a good laugh. You know, it was great drifting to see. You know, not all of it's all about what you can do on track. Sometimes it's, you know, having a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. So final four, you know, just some quick photos. There we go. Just that camber. You know, and then we've got the podium there. What more can you say? They enjoyed their day. They done well. They deserved it. You know, and there they are, soaking them in iron brew, because obviously you can't drink and drive anymore, so champagne's a no-no.
So champagne celebration with some iron brew.
Yeah. Plus you're in Scotland. What else do you want to celebrate with?
Mate, get a half battered pizza, a battered Mars bar, some iron brew, and there you go.
There we go, and that's them. Something slightly different. Maybe next time I'll remember and film more. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Something slightly different. It's going to be a long one, as this is now going on to 30 minutes, so if you've stuck this long, awesome, well done to you. Actually, whilst we're here,
sorry guys, I'm dying over here. Too much fucking smoking kills, guys.
Where is it? Okay, so
smoking clogs your arteries.
If you stayed this long and you get hats off to us, you'll also get to know we have our first official lanyards, first merch. They'll be coming soon, as well as some other stuff, so just stay tuned. We'll do a video and all that, and you know, just all this will go towards making more content for you guys. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. If you dislike it, I don't really care. But yeah, so catch us later.